So let's begin. I want to ask you, what are some of the biggest mistakes you see guys make in bed?
Biggest mistakes, I think, is all coming from confidence. I can tell when a guy watches too much porn. I can tell when a guy is insecure personally in bed. And I find that when I've spoken to all these women, clients, friends, family, they all have the common denominator here. It's either you do too much or too little. And so I find that the best way to start is slow and make an uphill climb rather than go from 0 to 100. When you do anything, whether that's aggressive makeouts, or fucking in a position that you're trying out with this girl or whatever it might be, or it's shifting from one position to the other and not spending enough time, it makes the girl feel like, first of all, what's going on? I'm confused. You seem insecure and you can't go back from that. So the number one thing is start off slow and test the waters. If you see she's receptive or he's enjoying it or whatever the case may be, then do more of that. But if you're going to go from this to 100, that is the biggest mistake you can make because I can't unsee what you just did. Okay. For me, it's always been a buzzkill, turns me right the fuck off that you're not teasing or leading me into it. Think of it as a game. Okay. Build up the tension like a movie, suspense. We want to be able to anticipate things, right? But slowly. And then you can always shift gears when things are getting really good or not, right? That's where you can kind of win in every situation. And that's where you can actually own even your insecurities and make yourself feel comfortable. Because if you're doing something slow, she's like, okay, is he going to switch? If I'm not receptive, if I'm not moaning, if I'm not doing anything back, he's going to be like, oh, like smiling it off and teasing me and doing something totally different. You can get away with making mistakes this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you go from 0 to 100, it's quite difficult. There's nothing specific because I think the specifications of things in bed that I personally think are the biggest mistakes some women like. So for me, if you want my personal opinion, it's a guy who's, and this is going to sound very micro, slobbery, licking me all over the place, like too much, too quick. It almost seems like you're a kid in a candy store and it's your first time in a candy store. It makes you, even if you are experienced, it makes you look like a child. And there's nothing more unattractive than a guy who's like, freaking out and can't savor the moment or at least have me anticipate things.
Yeah. So it's funny because I asked this question to another sexologist, and I don't think you guys spoke together. And she said the exact same thing. She said that guys normally go really fast. They're trying to go from like point A to point B. They think it's like a mission that they have to accomplish, and they should take things slow. That's the main thing. And you're saying an interesting thing is like when you are slow, you can adjust and adapt. If you feel like you're not doing something that she likes, you can easily change. However, if you kind of jump from 0 to 100, it makes it a bit more difficult for you to kind of switch gears. And as you said, you can't undo what you already did.
Sorry, buddy, I can't unsee it. And the beauty too, just to add on with that, is like when you are doing things slow, it doesn't mean romantic, guys. Okay. She can love aggressive sex. I like more of a physical, I like being dominated. Like that is my taste and flavor in bed, what I prefer. That slow doesn't mean that you can't be more aggressive per se. Okay. It build up the tension, grab her hard, but like feel it first. Okay. This is
Yeah.
the same rule applies when you're trying to pick up a woman. You see her from across the bar. If you're scared of rejection, because we all are, and we're scared of our egos getting bruised, yes, it's a part of the game, but use some knowledge. Everyone is dropping hints, even if they're just sitting in a corner at a bar. You can observe someone and see, does she make eye contact with me? Is she immediately turning away from me? That means she does not want me to approach. Like you can, this is by slowly easing into things. Again, it doesn't mean romantic and, oh, wow, 3 hours of makeout. Okay, no, you can get
Yeah.
into the socket, you can get what you want. But if you don't want to fuck up or feel like a fool and you want to seem confident and actually feel confident by the end of it, take it slow.
Okay, got it.